girls, welcome back. So as you can see from the title, today I'm going to do a live demo, first impression, and is it actually worth all the hype on this product right here. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Heels contour kit, and this is not a custom kit, it's just the kit that they actually do sell itself. So I'm just going to be obviously talking to you about this, why I love it, if it is actually worth all the hype, can you do without it, and obviously showing you a right demo. So I'm just answering obviously all your questions. If you'd like to see how this turns out, then just keep on watching. So the palette itself I brought from cultbeauty.co.uk. I will obviously list that website down below where you can buy a lot of, actually quite a few makeup products from, but got this for £45, and it just says simple contour kit on the front, the name of the company, and then the back it just has some information for you guys. It just says sculpt and define your features with 6 powders designed to contour and highlight. Includes removable powders that expertly emphasize your eyes, cheekbones, nose and jawline. Refill palettes for contour kit available at www.anastasia.net. So this obviously shows you what colours there are in here, and the colours that are in here is Sand, Vanilla, Banana, Java, Fawn and Havana, and that is the 6 shades that you actually get with it. And I did get a lot of questions asked on this palette. Okay, so it just comes in this case that you do just slip out like that, and then it's got the same information on the front and the same information on the back, and then it does have a magnetic closure, so that's the way it opens and shuts. And it is actually quite a small palette. It did look quite big when I first thought it, when I first got it, I thought it would be quite a big palette, but it is actually quite small, so probably the size of my hand basically, or and taking away with you guys. But inside there we have the gorgeous colours. Just pop your nail into this and slip it out just like that, and it does actually have the colours on the back. This one is the colour Banana, and then you can just pop it back into there easily, it just clips in. By actually using the palette itself first and then kind of go into detail on the palette. Okay, so the colours that I obviously tend to use is this gorgeous banana colour right here, and this highlighter shade, and then the darkest colour to contour, which is this one here. So that is the 3 shades that I tend to use, which is Havana, Sand and Banana. For under eye setting brush, I'm taking the colour Banana and I'm just applying this under the eye area. So I've just obviously gone ahead and concealed. So obviously I'm just going to go ahead and highlight and set that concealer. Okay, and then down the nose. Taking the contour colour and my Sigma P86, so the darkest contour colour, and I'm just going to be using this to contour. Just kind of sketch out your contour lines, or your cheekbones should I say. And then your jawline. Under the mouth area, the nose. And also the forehead. So you can just obviously messily just put it into place. Get something that looks like that. So you're just going to get your foundation brush that you used before, and I'm just going to obviously go ahead and blend this all out. NARS Orgasm Blush. And then you get something that looks like that. So I've just put some blush on, and then getting the highlighter shade, which I'm going to be showing you a live swatch in a bit, but it's so gorgeous. It's Sigma F35 highlighter brush. Just going to swivel it into the highlighter and put it on the high points of the cheek area and blend it out. And it is quite a strong highlight, so do be very careful, because as you can see it has aggressively highlighted the face. I'm just going to be getting my foundation brush and just kind of tone it down a bit. You highlight the face really well. So ladies, as you can see, that was so quick and easy to use, just using them 3 colours. So it would have been nice if they did have a blush that was in here or whatever, just completes the face, but it is obviously called a contour kit, so that was primarily that reason. But it is amazing. I love this palette so much. I love the highlighter, I love the banana powder, I love the setting powder, I love the contour powder. It just all looks so natural, so you can really accentuate it, you can really tone it down as much as you want to, and it just is amazing. Love it so much. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of go into live swatches now and show you each colour individually. So the first colour is called Havana, and that is what the shade Havana looks like. Okay, I don't know how well that is picking up on camera because I'm actually quite dark skinned, but that is the swatch of Havana. And this is the colour Fawn. Fawn looks like. That is Havana and that is Fawn. And the next shade is the shade Java. It's the shade Java. This shade here, which is Vanilla. Such a gorgeous shade for setting the face or the under eye area. So that is the bottom 3, and then that is Vanilla. One favourite colour, ladies, which I know I'm going to run out and have to repurchase again, but I actually love this more than I love the banana powder. But that is the shade Banana. It's amazing. Love it. That is a shade Banana. Love this to under my eye area. Please do excuse this line right here. I actually did get a tan and I had my bracelet on, being an idiot that I am, and I'm trying to actually get this untanned, so just excuse that mark right there. Okay, and then finally, last but not least, the gorgeous colour called Sand. And this is the highlighter shade, which I am in love with. But ladies, I am in love with this highlighter shade. Seriously, I love it so much. That is all these 6 colours right there. I just want to say, with this highlighter, please be careful. Do not use a heavy hand on this highlighter because it will make your face look extremely shiny. Because when I first got it, I thought, oh nah, it's nothing to it, it's probably just really light. I started on my nose and I looked like a Christmas tree. It was just so bright in the middle of my face, it was just ridiculous. But that is all the 6 swatches. In the back of my hand. Okay, I must say there are a couple of downfalls with this. Firstly, I would say the colour, the way the colours are picked, organised and done. I reckon they could have actually put in something else into the contour kit itself, and maybe kind of mixed it up a bit, but that is just my own personal opinion. The second thing is, it does such a messy job when you put your brush in. I mean, you have tremendous amount of fallout on the actual palette. As you can see, the palette is already dirty, but you do have tremendous fallout, I must say, ladies, on the palette itself, so all over the palette. But you can also just get a cloth and clean that out. But it is very powdery. They are like the Urban Decay eyeshadows. They have got that kind of texture where you do get a lot of fallout on it, but when not on the face area, it won't mess your face up. It sinks into the brushes really well, but it just gets a lot of fallout when you're putting it on the brush, depositing it on the brush, and taking it off the palette. The last thing that I probably have to say about this palette is, it was, when it first came out, it was overrated. I do admit it. People were paying £100 to get hold of this palette, because there's obviously only limited of them out there on Sephora. For us ladies in the UK, we could only get it on Sephora before it came down to Cult Beauty in the UK. People were paying extortionate prices on it. I did not think it was worth all that hype that was out at that moment. Now purchasing it, I do think it is, but I would not pay £100 for this palette, because I think that is ridiculous. Alternates now, ladies. Alternates, you do have quite a lot of alternates. I would actually compare the vanilla here to the Rimmel Stay Matte, the L'Oreal True Match, so just different setting powders. I would actually compare it to that. The Sculpt and Emphasize, not the Emphasize one, but the other colour down from it, from the MAC Pro palette, and the banana shade, obviously the Ben Nye Banana Powder, and the highlighter, probably Soft and Gentle by MAC, or Revlon's Shimmer Brick, something affordable. Or and then the contour shades, I would probably compare that to the Sleek Contour or NARS contour products. So you can obviously get alternatives for this if you do not wish to obviously use it. I would probably say this is quite good for somebody who is a makeup artist, or who is going to actually make use of these shades, because to be honest with you, the only shade that I'm going to make use of is the darkest contour shade, because obviously that is the one made fit for my face area and also contour. But if you're like a skin tone, you can still use this darker one to do a harsher contour, and use this one to contour and this one to bronze. And then you've got your full setting powder, your under eye setting powder, and then your highlighter. I would, if you guys are looking to get this, I would definitely get a custom based one. So I would obviously look into getting one that is definitely custom based, and specifically for reasons that you would have the powders that you can actually use. So if I was using it, I would actually get 2 or 3, I would probably get 2 highlighter shades, so this one and another one they would have on the market. I would definitely go for 2 banana powders. I would sack the idea of this, so I would go for 2 banana powders, 2 highlighter shades, one that is already in here and another one, and then go for the darkest contour shade, 2 of them as well. So that would obviously be my own personal palette that I have customized myself. So obviously over time, when I do get using these, they are the 6 colours that I will obviously be repurchasing, and they have got hundreds and hundreds amount of colours, so they have got quite a big selection. But yeah, that is my thoughts on this palette. I do think it is definitely worth all the hype. I do think it is worth all the things you hear about it when you do finally get it in your hands. If you are a bit kind of knocked back in the fact that you're not good, but you're a bit hesitant of what to use what for and why do you use it, and it is quite an easy palette to use because it is self-explanatory. So it does obviously have your standard setting powder, your under eye powder, your highlighter, your contour, your bronzer all in one. So that is just probably really good. It's amazing for compact, so take this away is amazing. And lastly, just wanted to add, it does last for ages. Your highlighter will last for ages, it does not budge. Your under eye concealer does not crease. Whatever concealer I have used, I've tried with this under eye powder and the powder all over my face, and it has not budged, and the highlighter is immense. It is absolutely amazing, and the contour shade as well does exactly what I want it to do, so I can't say enough good things about this palette, but I do love it. Yeah, it was hyped up about quite a lot, like on the time when it was obviously made, but other than that, I do think it is amazing. And if you guys are looking like to get one, I would highly recommend to get one that is personally made to fit your needs. And if you ladies do need help with finding a palette that doesn't fit your needs or shades that you need to, then just leave a comment below and I will get that up. And just leave a comment down below and I will answer all your questions and obviously suggest some shades for you. But personally, obviously, if you are my skin tone, that is the shades that I would obviously go for, that I did state to you guys. So yeah, that is the contour kit explained to you ladies. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say to you guys. So that's hopefully answered all your questions, because I did have quite a ton of questions and things on actually, is this palette worth all the money, all the hype? People talk about it, people use it. Yes, it is. If you are, the good thing about it as well is you can actually pop these single ones out and put it into a Z palette and travel away, which is what I usually do. So I tend to take the highlighter, the banana powder and the contour shade and put in a couple of eyeshadows, maybe MAC motives or whatever eyeshadow shades I'm using, or just take one of my smaller palettes and just take that away with me and I am good to go. But yeah, again, it is compact, it does not like fall anywhere, or the magnetic closure is really sturdy, so it does literally lock it down shut. And I have kept the casing as well because I just think it looks nice. I obviously keep it in the casing, as said, just because I feel that it is quite a luxurious item. I do love it, and I'm starting to get hitted with the Anastasia Beverly Hills products more. I've actually got the concealer and the browies, which I am in love with, so I do love them quite a lot. But if you ladies would like me to do any is it worth all the hype on any products, whether it may be new or old, or kind of get into it. But what I actually did was I did actually experiment with this product for about a month and a bit until I put it out to you guys, just to kind of tell you guys it is actually worth all the hype. And I do think it is amazing. One thing I would change on it is obviously the customization. I wouldn't go for the shades that have been chosen in there, only half of them, and then customize the other half of mine. I haven't actually looked into depth of the newer shades, but I'm going to be looking at getting some other shades and maybe sell on the singulars or pass them on, or just put them into my kit for my clients, because I did actually get one for my clients, so I'm actually super excited that I did get one, and I have been using it on them and the colours do work out. They do last long for ages and they are just amazing, so I'm so happy with it and hope this has answered all your questions. If it hasn't, do apologise, please do leave them down below and I will answer them all for you and get back to you as soon as possible. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please give this a thumbs up, and please also do hit the subscribe button down below, because I would appreciate it a ton. And say thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys on my next video. Thank you for watching, take care, bye.